together. Inhale. Feel the vibration. Bow your forehead down. Pray to the God for yoga practice. Inhale, lift the head up. Exhale, release your hands down and gently open your eyes. Take your time. First come into the tabletop pose. Spread your finger to the better grip for your mat. Keep your feet flat. We do forget to cowl stretch here, called to Vyagra, called to Marjari Asana. Inhale with arch in your back, lower your belly down and lift the chest up. Exhale to be hunch in your back, lock your chin and round your back. Inhale with arch in your back, lower your belly down and lift the chest up. Exhale to be hunch your back, round your back. Inhale with arch in your back, lower your belly down and lift the chest up to the ceiling. Exhale to be hunch in your back, round your back, curve your back. Inhale with arch in your back and lower your belly down, lift the chest up. Exhale to be hunch in your back, round your back. Make a big circle your back. Inhale with arch in your back, lower your belly down and lift the chest up to the ceiling. Push your palm to the mat. Exhale with hunch in your back, lock your chin, round your back. Today class for our back strengthening pose. Previous class we're gonna do for hip opening. This class for back strengthening. Inhale, last arch in your back, lower your belly down and lift the chest up. So keep rolling your tailbone up, lower your belly down and pull the shoulder back and lift the chest up. Come on, 2. Stretch your chin, look up. 3, head back. 4, 5 and 6. Tap the toes and you can slightly hunch in your back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Tap the toes and lift the heel up. Press your heel to the mat. 4. Press your heel to the mat and feel a stretch your hamstring. Spread your finger to the better grip and just try to stay there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Inhale, just first bring your left leg forward, decide your left head. Drop your right heel to the mat and just keep your facing, keep walking in front your mat. Yeah, in front your right side, here. Slowly, slowly, leg as it is, position your leg as it is here. Only just drop your right heel to the left side and just move it your front side in your right. Yes. Slowly just lift up your right toes up, right toes up, right toes up, left leg bend 45 degree and then press your right toe to the mat, walk in front side and just bring your left leg back, plank. Drop your knee down and chest and chin down, Astanga Namaskar. Keep your feet flat, roll back in your shoulder and lift the chest up, look up. Exhale, tap the toes in, lift the hip up, go back to the downward facing dog. Inhale, bring your right leg forward, decide your right hand. So here, only just drop your left heel to the right side and just keep walking front side. In your left side, keep walking in your left side. Okay, keep walking in your first, then left side here. Lift up your left toes up, left toe point up, push your hip down. Again slowly keep walking your right side and just right leg back, plank. Drop your knee down, chest and chin down, look front. Inhale, go back in your shoulder and lift the chest up. Exhale, tuck the toes in, lift the hip up. Press your heel to the mat for better grip. Press your heel to the mat for better stretching for your hammer swing. Again, inhale, bring your left leg forward, beside your left hand. Walking your front side, then slowly press your right heel to the mat. If you want, you can lift up your left toes up. You can lift up your right toes up. Now slowly, again exhale, walking in your left side, left leg back, plank. Drop your knee down, chest and chin down, look front. Inhale, roll back in your shoulder and lift the chest up, look up to the ceiling. Exhale, tuck the toes in, lift the hip up, press your heel to the mat. Inhale, right leg forward, beside your right hand. Drop your left heel to the right side and slowly walk front, your left side. If you want, you can lift up your left toes up. If you want, push your hip more back and down. Slowly inhale, press your left toe to the mat, walk your right side. Right leg back, plank. Drop your knee down and chest and chin down, look front. Keep your feet flat, roll back in your shoulder and lift the chest up. Exhale, tuck the toes in, lift the hip up, press your heel to the mat for better grip. Inhale, left leg forward, beside your left hand. Press your right heel to the mat and keep walking your front side, your right side slightly. So your navel front, you're in between your mat. Slowly lift up your right toes up and stay there. 1, chest up, 2, come on, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Press your toes to the mat. Keep walking your left side, left leg back, plank. Drop your knee down, chest and chin down, look front. Inhale, roll back in your shoulder, lift the chest up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Go to the downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg forward, beside your right hand. Press your left heel to the mat, walking in your left side, in between your leg. Then slowly lift up your left heel up and stay there. If you want, push your hip down. Here. 1, come on, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, again come back. Walking in your right side, right leg back, plank. Drop your knee down, chest and chin down, look front. Inhale, go back in your shoulder with the chest up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg forward, in between your hand, drop your left knee down, feet flat, raise your both arm up, push your hip forward. Exhale, bend forward to the right leg back, plank. Drop the knee down, chest and chin down, little bit faster. Inhale, roll back in your shoulder and lift the chest up, look up to the ceiling. Exhale, tuck the toes in, lift the hip up, press your heel to the mat. Inhale, left leg forward, in between your hand, drop your right knee down, feet flat, and raise your arm up, push your hip forward, look up to the ceiling. Exhale, bend forward to the left leg back, plank. Drop your knee down, chest and chin down, look front. Inhale, roll back in your shoulder, lift the chest up. Exhale, tuck the toes in, lift the hip up, press your heel to the mat. Inhale, right leg forward, in between your hand, drop your left knee down, feet flat, and raise your arm up, push your hip forward, chest up. Exhale, bend forward to the right leg back, plank. Drop your knee down, chest and chin down, look front. Inhale, roll back in your shoulder, lift the chest up, look up to the ceiling. Exhale, tuck the toes in, lift the hip up, press your heel to the mat. Come on, inhale, just bring your left leg forward in between your hand. Drop your right knee down, feet flat. Raise your arm up. Exhale, bend forward to the left leg back, plank. Drop your knee down, chest and chin down, look front. Keep your both palms beside your ribs. Keep your feet flat. And roll back in your shoulder, elbow in, and just lift the chest up. Open your chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Lift up your hip up. Push your hip to the mat. Inhale, coming to the wide knee, tabletop, and just push your hip forward. Lift the chest up. Yeah. Then exhale, push your hip back to the heel. Rest your forehead to the mat. Come on, inhale, lift the hip up, push your hip forward, look up. Exhale, push your hip back to the heel. Inhale, lift the hip up, push your hip forward. Exhale, push your hip back to the heel. Inhale, push your hip forward and lift the chest up. Exhale, push your hip back to the heel. Inhale, push your hip forward, look up to the ceiling. Exhale, push your hip back to the heel. This is nice, warm up your hip joint. Inhale, push your hip forward, lift the chest up. You can slightly bend your knees and join your heel together and look up. Exhale, just lift up your hip up, push your hip to the mat, push your hip back to the heel. Slowly inhale, coming to the elbow plank. Easy cobra. Easy cobra, chest up. Just take your time, bend your right knee, open your right knee to the right side, and just lift the chest up. Push your hip down. Push your hip down. Slowly inhale, just bring your left hand forward and chest up. Press your palm to the mat. Exhale, left hand back and just left leg straight. Left leg straight. Again, slowly open your right knee to the right side, lift the chest up and bring your right hand forward. Press your palm to the mat. Feel a stretch in your shoulder. Feel a stretch in your back. Exhale, elbow plank, elbow cobra pose, elbow support cobra pose. Slowly keep your both hands straight forward. Look front and stretch your whole body. Keep on stretching your whole body. Exhale, bend your knees. Both hands catch your ankle. Bow pose. So knees touch on the mat. Inhale. Just lift the chest up. Knee touch on the mat. Exhale, down. Inhale, knee touch on the mat. Only lift the chest up. Exhale, down. Come on, inhale up. Exhale, down. That will improve your back strength. Inhale up. Exhale, down. Come on, inhale up. Exhale, down. Come on, inhale up. Exhale, down. Come on, inhale up. Exhale, down. Last one more. Inhale up and hold. 1. Knees touch on the mat. 2. Come on, 3. 4. 5. And 6. Slowly come down. Put your both palms beside your chest. Legs together. Roll back in your shoulder. Lift the chest up. And only exhale. Just turn your shoulder. Push your shoulder, left shoulder back, right shoulder forward, and turn your neck left side. Look back in your feet. Triyak Tadasana. Twisting cobra pose. Hold. 1, 2,
3, 4, 5 and 6. Inhale, come back. Exhale, just push your left shoulder forward, right shoulder back. Look back in your feet. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Inhale, come back. Exhale, just come into the tabletop pose. Inhale, sit on your knees and exhale. Inhale, just raise your both arm up. Exhale, your right hand, put your right palm on the right heel, left hand up, open your chest up to the ceiling, back stretch. Ustrasana, camel pose, half camel. Inhale, come up. Exhale, put your left palm to the left heel, right hand up, open your chest up to the ceiling. Come on, inhale, come up. Exhale, put your right palm on the right heel, left hand up, open your chest up to the ceiling. Come on, inhale, come up. Exhale, put your left palm on the left heel, right hand up, open your chest up to the ceiling. Come on, inhale, come up. Exhale, put your right palm on the right heel, left hand up, lift the chest up, look up to the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Take your time, inhale, come up, raise your arm up. Exhale, put your left palm on your left heel, right hand up, open your chest up to the ceiling. Come on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Inhale, come up, raise your arm up. Exhale, put the palm in front of your mat, hunch in your back, head pose. Okay, inhale, come up, raise your arm up. Exhale, both hands support your back. Just push your hip forward and lift the chest up, look up to the ceiling. Inhale, come up. Exhale, put the palm on the mat and hunch in your back, round your back, curve your back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, both hands support your back, push your hip forward and lift the chest up. Improve your back and your glute flexibility. Squeeze your buttock to protect in your lower back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, put the palm in front of your mat and hunch in your back, round your back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, both hands support your back, hip forward, chest up. Inhale, come up. Exhale, put the palm in front of your mat and hunch in your back, round your back. Last one more. Inhale, come up. Exhale, put your both palm to your heel, catch your heel. Push your shoulder back, stretch your chest and look up to the ceiling. 1, Ustrasana, camel pose. 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Take your time, inhale, come up, raise your arm up. Exhale, put the palm in front of your mat and hunch in your back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Tuck the toes and lift the hip up. Push your heel to the mat. Inhale, just right leg up. Exhale, bend your right knee. Set your right knee forward with crossing in your right leg. Drop the right hip down, left knee down and keep your feet flat. Bring your fingertip touch on the mat. If you feel uncomfortable, you can just push your hip down. Do like this, but don't sit your body weight like this. If you feel uncomfortable, you can just bring your fingertip touch on the mat, chest up. 1, push your right hip down. 2, come on. 3, 4, 5 and 6. Exhale, both hands straight forward and bend forward. Keep it right to your forehead, come closer to your mat. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Put the palm on the mat. Inhale, lift the chest up. Touch your left toes in, right leg back plank. Drop your knee down, chest and chin down. Inhale, just roll back in your shoulder, lift the chest up. Exhale, push your heel to the mat. Come on, inhale, left leg up. Bend your left knee, cross your left knee forward in between your hand, drop your right knee down, feet flat. Just lift the chest up. Open your chest, expand your rib cage, look up. 1, come on, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Exhale, keep your both hands straight forward and bend forward. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, put the palm on the mat. Shift your body weight on your left hip. Swing your right leg forward. Just move your leg there. Just open your both leg edges of your yoga mat, your shoulder distance apart. Inhale, both hands at the back, fingertip touch on the mat. Toe point out and lift the chest up. Squeeze your back. And exhale, just both hands straight forward and bend forward. Stretch your back. Inhale, both hands at the back, pull back in your shoulder, lift the chest up. Exhale, both hands straight forward and bend forward, stretch forward. Inhale, both hands at the back, fingertip touch on the mat, toe tuck out, and lift the chest up. Exhale, both hands straight forward, bend forward and stretch, look front. Last one more. Inhale, raise your arm up, interlock your finger, toe tuck out, lift the chest up, look up to the ceiling. 1, 2, come on, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Exhale, both hands straight forward and bend forward. Stretch forward, stretch your lower back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, just raise your both arm up and exhale, both hands behind your right side and twist for your back, twist for your spine. Inhale, come up, raise your both arm up. Exhale, both hands behind your left side and twist, push your hip to the mat. Inhale, come up, raise your both arm up. Exhale, both hands behind your right side and twist, look back in your mat. Inhale, come up, raise your arm up. Exhale, both hands behind your left side and twist. Last one more. Inhale, come up, raise your both arm up. Exhale, both hands behind your right side and twist, look back in your mat. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come up, raise your both arm up. Exhale, both hands behind your left side and twist. Come on. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come up, raise your arm up. Exhale, release your hands down and just lie down on your back. Bend your both knee, bring your right leg on your left thighs and hug your knee to the chest. Figure 4 stretch. 1, 2, come on, 3, stay there. 4, 5, and 6. Keep your both hands side. Drop your left knee, keep your right leg as it is. Drop your left knee to the left side and just your right hand hug your Left hand hug your right knee. Left hand hug your right knee. Stay there. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come back. And exhale, just change your leg, switch the side. Hug your right knee to the chest. Make sure relax your lower back to the mat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Keep your both hands side. Just drop your right knee to the right. Your right hand hug your left knee to the chest. Come on. 6, 5, 4, last 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come back. And exhale, release your leg, hug your knee to the chest without lifting your lower back up. Stay there. Just inhale and exhale. Stay there for 30 seconds. Just inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Come on, inhale and exhale. Keep your both legs straight forward and relax yourself comfortably to the Savasana. Just relax, super relax for a couple of breaths. Total relax. Just feel a change in your body and mind. So be relaxed. So be comfortable there.